Good morning, everybody. It is September 16th, 2024. My name is Kenny Cams, and this is The Black Show. What's good, everybody? I know I had a kind of a downer of a weekend, it looks like, on video. But that's, like I said, this show is this show. This show is not my whole life. And that's the part where I think a lot of people around me get the mistake of this. Or that, because I really, like, I'm telling you, after this last 2-3 years for sure, I just stopped telling people about what's happening in my personal life. I said I was going to do that on Facebook, and everybody was like, oh, no. But that's the thing I think a lot of people don't get with me. And I get it because a lot of people in society don't mean what they say. It may be the autism. It may be the ADHD. It may be a whole bunch of different factors. It may just be I have integrity. But I literally just say what I mean in any situation. Why do I do that? Because I am a firm believer that if you have to lie to someone about something, that means you fear them. And I don't really fear any person. I don't. So, like, I mean, I know people can do stuff to and stuff like, but I don't fear like I feel like I can go one-on-one debate with anybody in the world. I don't care who it is. Like, give me a day of preparation, I can out debate any scientist y'all want. And I truly believe that. So it's people just don't take everything on the internet so goddamn serious, bro. But I realize why that is, because a lot of people don't got shit going on in their real life or their persona. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. The reason why I keep coming back to the Milwaukee topic is because I truly love this. Like, this city made me. I learned, I went to college and coached and got to meet people, but that was more of honing the skills that I gained here. And you see it, like, it's a reason why we have so many of this younger generation, this Gen Z generation, that's doing really big things in the world, like Mike and like Diamond and like all of them cats playing Jordan Poole, like all of these dudes and people, JP, what's up, buddy, Huey, like if you go back, like the reason why we're so good at stuff when we get on the big stage is because we deal with so much criticism in our actual hometown and so much hate in our hometown that the hate from the rest of the world don't fucking matter. So it's the difference of opinions from the outside don't matter when we get to where we get to because of what we went through. And I see Milwaukee as a special place where people that breeds people like that. Even the OGs is like that. Like, the OGs don't give a fuck. They toned it down because they realize, and at some point maybe I will, but right now I have to be that voice for the OGs. Like, people have been thinking I just be on here talking. I'm talking they can't say the stuff that I'm saying because they're in positions that I'm not in that got me to the position I'm in. So I'm speaking for a lot of people. That's the thing I think on this podcast, people get it twisted. They think this is just my opinion. Like, no, I'm talking for the OGs in Milwaukee that's really been putting in the work for a lifetime. And to see that they life's work is getting destroyed by ignorant people, I respect them too much. Like, I love it because from my old job, one of my favorite people in the world, one of the most genuine, dopest people in the world, I'm going to even say her name, Tracy Amos. I hadn't seen Trace in so fucking long, bro. But I remember working at Rebel. Trace is one of the trillest, realest people ever, yo. Ever. And rest in peace, Cozy. Cozy was another one. Cozy would cuss you out and then make you a plate. But she was the realest ever. And I'm seeing that realness be people trying to whitewash out that realness. And that's the part where I'm like, you can't raise productive kids without having that real. Why do people think, even though some of my kids or some of the young men that I've worked with throughout the years, some of them may feel different ways about me, but one thing that they can always say that is Coach Kenny or whatever capacity they know me, always kept it 100% real with me. I ain't bullshit them. I ain't fake them. and maybe it's something that's in my brain, but that's why it's so much. Like that's why they trust me. One, because I'm what reason do I have to lie to you? Like I'm not gonna lie to you and put you in a worse position than you were already in. That's being demonic when I go back to that shit. And yeah, the reason why it bothers me so much is because I see so much potential here. Like, I spent my whole life dreaming of the position I'm in right now. Like, literally, since high school, since being on 4th and Melvina, recording on that 8-track in the closet with the mattress. Yeah, that's not a made up story. Tristan and Trayton and me, we used Miss White, Marcy could tell y'all. We was right in the room by the alley. Maybe it might be some gunshots while we were recording, and we didn't know what we was doing. But we was learning. We was putting in the work. Like so many in American society, like they believe that you have to be great or you shouldn't do it. And that's what, like, and that's a mental thing with people of them not being able to, a mental toughness thing of not being able to work through adversity. Americans cannot work through adversity at all. So this is the thing. So I think a lot of people get it twisted with me with individuals here, why I don't care for individuals. When I see you move with ulterior motives, not just with me, just in general, it's a red flag. And I learned in myself, I didn't have the best judgment of people around me until recently. So when I see something that triggers something that tells me, nah, pull back, I pull back immediately and I don't care. It's not, and that's the part where I think a lot of people get confused with me. They think it's talk. They think what I'm saying, I'm just talking, because I know everybody else does. I'm not like them. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to do it. Like with this studio. I've been talking about this shit for a long time. There's people in my life that's like, oh, and they thought it was some rinky dink in a basement studio. Like, oh, even my mom and my sister, when they came up here and saw it, I could see their eyes like, holy shit, this boy really did it. And I did it without making a word. I ain't announced this shit. I ain't, wasn't bragging about it. Like, I'm doing marketing. Matter of fact, this was funny. I talk about black people, how people treat black men. So in our building, we have 2 major marketing firms. I won't say their names, but it's one on my floor and it's one on the first floor. And if you've never been in our building, you can just walk in and see the one on the first floor. And so our the big elevator is broke. So it's a small elevator that's by my office. It's the one or my suite that's the only one that's open, right? Or me and Dot's suite is the only one that's open. Shout out yo Dot too. I see niggas trying to get in between us and that shit foul, bro. That shit foul. Me and Dot talked already. That shit foul. That's a weak strategy too. That's a weak ass strategy, bro. Like niggas don't know I'm way bitchly tougher than that, bro. Like, yeah, niggas, that's a weak ass strategy. But so me, I'm always pretty much I'm here in the morning and then I'm here. I get back around like depending on what I got going on here, or what like depending on that, like 4 or 5, right? So usually I'm leaving when the marketing crews are coming in. And then I'm coming when they leaving. So in their minds, they like, dog, this dude be working. We always see him in the building. We always see him here. So I'm in the elevator and I had my marketing materials and the buddy downstairs, the really big company, was like, oh, who did that for you? Because, we do that now. We work with marketing. And I was like, oh, actually, I work with marketing too. And we started chopping it up. I was like, oh, I designed this myself. And I was like, I worked at. That's what people don't really. I never bragged about my jobs. Like, go back at Guest House in Milwaukee, the biggest homeless clinic in the state. Like, I did all their marketing for a year. Anything y'all saw to the public came from me. I just wasn't flexing and saying shit because, like, why? Why do that? That's my job. That's what they were paying me to do that. So, like, that's the part where I'm like, y'all really, like, a lot of the city really don't know my accomplishments. And that's cool. Because at this point, what it is if you don't believe that I can do what I said I could do, then I'm not supposed to be doing business with you. Because I don't do business people with like that. Like, I offered to do a video for somebody, right? Just on GP. Low key was for birthday. Like, it's somebody I care about, somebody that's, that's been in my life my whole life. I was like, got a small business. I was like, yeah, fam, I can run in and do video real quick for you. Shit, I can do that shit on my iPhone. It take me 15 minutes, and I can have you a commercial that you can get to hundreds of thousands of people. And I can get it to you today, my nigga, because I really do this shit. I got to see the work. And oh, okay, never mind. I'm good. Pass. Immediate pass. Whenever I hear that, I'm like, oh, immediate pass. Or like somebody be like, oh, yeah, you know, I shoot podcasts and stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, I shoot podcasts. Oh, yeah, I edit it. Yeah. And then I pull out the phones like, yeah, I'm looking for somebody that could do graphics. I'm like, yeah, bro, I made that graphic. Everything that y'all see from me is literally made by me. Any of the graphics, any of the videos, nobody else is doing nothing. That's the part where like I'm cutting off that access to myself from people. Cause y'all been way too disrespectful, bro. Like, let's go. I'm gonna go to the base of this. Let's get to the root of this shit. The root of how all of this negativity towards me started. A ex-girlfriend that was bitter, and a friend group that was bitter that I stopped fucking with them, spread bullshit to whoever they could personally behind the scenes in Milwaukee. And if anyone know the group I hung with, we was athletes, so it's a pretty connected group in the city. So they purposely did that to make me so I wouldn't succeed. And that's cool, bro, because what it did is it helped me, because like I'd rather not have, especially in the initial stages, if you have a bunch of people pushing behind you, you're not going to get through the shit that you got to get through, that when you get to that next level, because people don't understand this shit. And I try to explain this to these musicians now. This is my full-time job. This is how I make my money. So when you do something sketchy to me, I take it as an attack on my life. When you do, so that's why I say move smart with me. Because I'm not taking it on the surface. This ain't no game. This ain't fun to me. This is my life, G. This is how I support myself and how I make my money. So if you doing sketchy shit, no, I'm going 10 every time, because that ain't happening no more. We gonna put the line in the sand, and then let's see how everybody play it. Because for me, I'm cool with playing it whatever way we gotta play it, but I'm gonna read the room, and that's how I'm gonna play it. So that's why I tell people, just leave me alone, because this is my life. It's not a game for me. This is not some like, oh, trying to be popular shit, nigga. This is my life. Like, and another thing I want to touch on, like, hold up, I got the note down. It was and the thing is that what people get pissed off about me is, and I know it's what like churns people's gears about me. Most musicians here have to walk around with a persona, besides a select few. Like, shout out Steve the Stoner, shout out Bach and Joe, shout out Chicken, like shout out JP. It's a couple ones. The niggas I don't fuck with. So this is it just clicked in my head, so that people will understand why like it's rappers here and the musicians I don't fuck with, because their whole, when I met them, I realized they're a persona, bro. And I'm like, oh, if you're a persona, you're a fucking weirdo, bro. Just be your fucking self. You don't have enough confidence in yourself that you could just be yourself and talk about the shit that you want to talk about. Like, when I hear these rappers talking about bottles and all that, like, nigga, y'all not living that life. Y'all not. So stop acting like you getting bitches and you not living that life. I live that life for real, bro. I've been in King of Diamonds with millionaires several times. I've been in down in Onyx at Dallas with a pocket full of money, and I'm the brokest nigga in there. I done really experienced the shit I'm talking about. That's the part where people don't get with me, where like, oh, he just talk about, like, no, nigga, this is not book learning. I've been there. I was on the ground. I've been around and I've interacted with billionaires and millionaires and crackheads. It's not like I'm not getting this from a book, my nigga. Like, I am the book, bro. That's why I try to explain to people, I'm not a musician, bro. I'm Kenny Campbell, and my professional, the name I do business under is Kenny Cams. What Kenny Cams? I'm a writer. I'm an engineer. I'm not even just a music writer. I write op-eds, bro. I got published in Salon in 2016, nigga. Obama piece. I just never told people this because why? I actually like to do it. I'm not doing it to get the acclaim from it. So long story short about the marketing things, I don't know if I finished that. Buddy, both these companies have offered me jobs from just talking about marketing shit. And I said, nah, I'm going to try to do this myself. I'm going to try to do it as a smaller company. And you think about it, if those cats is offering me jobs and they charge probably 10 times what I charge, I'm underselling myself to help the city. I can make 6 figures working with them. And I'm underselling myself literally. And y'all got a year and then I'm gone. After a year, I'm taking a job and I'm out. I'm out. So y'all got a year to figure this shit out or figure it out yourself. And I'm cool with either way. But I'm going to do a year, like I said. Then I'm going to go take a job somewhere. I might move to fucking New York City or LA. I don't know. LA and New York is fucking dirty and dangerous and homeless. I might move back down to Texas or wherever I get whoever offer the biggest bag and the quality of life at. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, you rap niggas is weirdos, bro. Not all of you. I mentioned a bunch of them that's real solid niggas, but that's why they successful, because they rapping about shit they really did. Go live some life, nigga. Don't get mad at me. Also, something I thought about in the car. I understand being irritated with me because I come off as a little arrogant and cocky. In my real life, I'm the most humble person ever. But on the internet is where I can like get the Cam side of the personality. The one that was getting interceptions, running shit back. The one that was on stage in college, when I was performing, one that packed out venues in college. The only one that had the balls to release a mixtape in college when nobody around us thought we did music. That wrote that whole thing. Like, both parts. Niggas be mad at me because they underachieved. The one rap nigga is mad at me and doing little you could tell he ain't raised by his daddy either because he moved like a female. But like, I didn't ruin your high school experience, bro. You did, nigga. You don't like high school because of your actions, bro. Just because I had a good time in high school, nigga, and after high school, like, people be mad at me like, oh, well, you ain't got no kids, you don't know. Yeah, I don't have no kids. I make good decisions, bro. When it comes to I made bad decisions when it came to shit that really didn't matter that much. But when it came to like big time decisions, bro, I've never been a bad decision maker, nigga. That's why I was the captain of Riverside. I was the captain of most of the teams I'm on because of my decision making. Like, do I think it's a coincidence I don't have no kids? I almost did with my last ex, tried to trap me into it, and I'm fucking nigga. So that's the thing, bro. I just want to address that so I could end that topic because I'm not talking about Buddy no more, bro. I thought about that. Like, nigga, why you mad at me because your life ain't turned out how you wanted it to? And you looking at mine like mine been sweet, nigga. You don't know the actual shit. I make this shit look good. It ain't as great as it seems. All right. So the next topic I want to talk about is Caitlin Clark. So I had one of my shorts go a little bit viral, right? And I realized that most Caitlin Clark fans are fucking racist. Period. They became Caitlin Clark fans because they hated Angel Reese. And then dummies don't know that, like, this is the part where I be like, people be thinking that, like, oh, because Angel Reese is in Baltimore and Caitlin Clark is from Iowa, they didn't meet till they like, nigga, they've been playing AAU basketball together their whole lives, bro. They both been really good for their whole life. They done been on teams together. They probably played against each other 30, 40 times, bro, that we ain't seen on camera, nigga. Them girls is friends. This is the media pumping this up. But on that thing, they were like, well, Caitlin Clark, no, we've never seen anyone like Caitlin Clark in college basketball. I go back again, bro. Maya Moore. I can name like 20 girls. I'm really thinking about it. And the thing is, people talk about Caitlin Clark as she didn't even win a championship. Like, you gotta win a championship to be the best. And that's a bigger symptom of society where, like, they don't care if you don't win if they like you. Like, Steph Curry should be ranked higher than LeBron James because he beat him like 3 times in the finals when it mattered. So, yep. All right, so this is one other thing I want to touch on. So I was having a conversation with somebody, and you people that claim that they fuck with me heavy and all that, right? And they don't see. I don't see how people don't see how this is disrespectful. Like people that really fuck with me heavy, talking to me was like, yeah, I want to really sit down and listen to some of your music because like I want to see what I want to see what you could. I'm like, fam, it's been like 5, like you haven't. But the crazy part is, whenever somebody hear my music, they be like, oh, who produced this? Me. Like, oh, that mix is cold. Who mixed it? Me, nigga. Like, dog, who's on that? Who wrote it? Me, nigga. Acknowledge it. Stop being surprised. Stop fucking being surprised, bro. I'm good at what I do, or I wouldn't have invested my whole life into this. That's the thing. I'm like, y'all don't think that I didn't wait to get to a level to where I could actually be good enough to go full time? Like that's the part that blows my fucking mind with people, bro. Do y'all plan y'all life like that to just do shit randomly? Like it blows my mind. And even me going to that next level I even seen the effect on like the young dogs that it's like, I'm like, bro, Shorty's trying to fuck with my young dogs and try to get it. Like, why do you care so much about what people think of me? Focus on you. Focus on improving your shit. Because clearly, if you that focused on me that you trying to put stuff in the blocking away, your life is not going as you planned. So just, that's all I'm saying. Like, also this too. When I see people close to me promote other people's work, share other people's shit, and never do mine, I don't fuck with you, fam. I had somebody, another person I grew up like, but it's been doing. So it's just people that like, I always offer. If I see the opportunity, I'll tell somebody I know about it. Right. The thing I realized was a lot of people around me that saw the potential of what I could do and was waiting for it to take off, but didn't want to add to it because of other connections they have, right? So yesterday my video came out, right? Talking, I'm honest on this motherfucker. So I'm gonna talk how I feel that morning. And I got a text, right? Like, oh, what's good, bro? And my response was like, shit, what up? And the response was, oh, I seen the video. I like, did you interact with it on the Facebook? Because you know that matters, right? To push it so more people could see it. Or did you text me because you talking behind my back to somebody else and you don't want them to see you liking and commenting my shit? Someone that's really been in my corner that has not liked anything that I've put on doesn't engage in any of my shit, doesn't share, doesn't comment, doesn't like. I don't even think it's a subscriber on YouTube. Like, what am I supposed to, like, that's what I'm like, how am I supposed to take that shit? I'm supposed to ignore all the rest of those context clues right there that someone doesn't fuck with you and be like, no, because this person says they fuck with me. No, nigga, not right. To me, you look like an op on some real shit. You look like you trying to infiltrate. So, no, I'm good. I don't dislike you, but I'm not finna fuck with you like that because you don't fuck with me clearly. So, let's see what else we got. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually end it on this so I don't get super duper long. And y'all see I didn't say this might be a short one today. I got it. Oh, I got to the point now. If you don't recognize me as a professional in my field, that's fine. But don't expect me to give you respect if you're doing that. If you, all right, I'm gonna re-say this real quick. This is why I make sure I wrote it down, so I make sure I say it right. If you don't respect me, I was trying to look at the camera, as y'all can see. I'm trying to get better for y'all that. But if you don't want to respect me as a professional, that's fine. But don't expect me to be cool with you if you're giving respect to others in my profession, but not me. You feel me? And besides the youth, so whenever I talk about the city of Milwaukee as a community, extract the youth from anything I say, because them is the babies. So the baby, this don't apply to the babies. But besides that, I'm done with this community first approach because it ain't no community here. It's just a bunch of motherfuckers scamming and trying to get over on folks. So I was wrong. I was wrong about the city. It's not what I thought it was, and my plan didn't work. I don't care to fix it. So what's happening now is y'all gonna have to pay me like y'all pay them white people, when y'all could have got it for the hometown discount. It's Kitty Cams, y'all. It's the Black Show.